Alright, this is John Kohler with OKRaw.com. Today we have another exciting episode for you, and today, in all places of the world, I'm here in Baltimore, Maryland, and the reason why I'm here today is actually I'm here for the Natural Products Expo East. As you guys can see the sign behind me, this is the largest trade show on the East Coast for the natural products industry, or the natural foods industry. And I come to these shows every year, except last year actually I missed because actually it was in Costa Rica at the Costa Rica Fruit Festival. But that being said, I probably should have came here because that fruit festival, well, I'll say that I'm probably going to put up a review fairly soon. But the other thing I'll say is that the festival still owes me $1,400 for my fees for attending and all this kind of stuff. But that's a whole nother topic. And I got food poisoning last year. But anyways, I'm here this year at the trade show, and I'm glad to be here this year. Weather's beautiful here in Baltimore. But basically every year, twice a year actually, I go to these trade shows for the health food industry, to learn and also to share with you guys some of the latest products in the natural foods industry that can help you guys out. Now, I see many friends here, new and old, who do many different blogs on YouTube and otherwise, covering many different items, like, vegan items and whatnot. But I'm specifically into raw vegan items and more natural, pure items, right, that aren't fully processed. And I want to let you guys know that, I'm going to go in there in just a little bit. But before I even go in there, I want to let you guys know that this is about the business of health. This is not about true health. Has little to do with about real health. Basically, this is just, companies that are selling, products that are called healthy to make some money. And, and I respect that for what it is. And the other thing I like to say before actually I head inside is that, in my opinion, health does not come in a package or bottle. That being said, some packaged and bottled products may be helpful for you, right? And so I always strive to get nutrients and things I need through my diet, right? So many different nutrients can be absorbed or obtained through your diets, but there may be some like vitamin B12 that may be, beneficial to take in a supplement form that may not be in our modern diets of today. That being said, there's a lot of supplements that are not of any value and actually may even cause you guys some harm. And to me, this includes many of the different processed food products. Even if they're vegan processed food products, I think it's great that they're vegan, they're plant-based, and that they're providing people options that are transitioning out of eating the standard American diet. I believe that in the end, we need to become producers instead of consumers, because one of the things that's really messing up the planet is this mass consumerism, and everybody always looking to spend their money at the store for buying a product that will solve their problem off the shelf quickly and easily, right? Instead of, supporting some of the companies in here that, make the kombucha and sell it to you guys, or that make, sauerkrauts and sell it to you guys. Hey, you guys can make that stuff at home. It's not really hard, takes a little bit of education, but then you can do it really simply and easily. Some products are a lot more difficult to create than others, but of course I recommend you guys make products out of, whole foods, right? And even if you grow your own garden, for example, right, you could ferment your own sauerkraut from the cabbage that you're growing, right? And then you're cutting out the middleman, you're gonna save more money, and you're gonna be healthier because of it in the long run. So yeah, there's a place for everything, and I'm glad that there's actually more like prepared, processed vegan food products, because that category actually as a whole is growing massively, and that was evidenced by many of the different presentations at this year's expo. So I think that's great because, number one, people need to get off, animal products and reduce the amount of animals they're eating. One of the main keynotes that I actually attended was about eating animals, and, it just talks about the horrific, nature of the CAFOs, confined animal agriculture and feedlots, and how agriculture for animals is being done here is very unsustainable. So I want you guys to focus your diets there on eating plant foods, right? If you guys want to eat some animals, hey, raise them yourself, kill them yourself. That's what you got to do. That being said, we do not really even need to eat animals to be healthy, based on my opinions and also my experience. I've been, animal free for 22 years now. Any case, let's go ahead and head inside the Natural Products Expo East to share with you guys this year's new and exciting products that can help you get healthier. So the first booth I want to show you guys is actually the booth of Fronana, and this is a totally cool, revolutionary concept, right? This is a what if dessert could be good for you. And I want to tell you guys some of the backstory. Actually, the owner of the company originally started the company because he saw a lot of food waste being generated, right? When you go to the store and you go buy bananas, right? If they're a little bit overripe, sometimes the stores try to sell them, but then sometimes when they get too old, they just basically get rid of them. And that's food waste. Food waste is not a good thing. So the owner of this company started small by actually collecting and getting the bananas that were overripe. And he still does that to this day to turn it into a product that people can love and enjoy. So what he's created is a Fronana, and this is the banana-based ice cream alternative. So there's no cream in here, no dairy in here. This is an allergy-friendly, delicious treat and healthy fun for kids. And the cool thing is they have two sizes, a small size and a large size. And the small size is being distributed for like food service and for kids in schools. Instead of eating, junk food ice cream with all these like artificial sweeteners, basically this is literally frozen fruit in a cup. So actually I want to go ahead and sit down and share with you guys more about the Fronana. So this company was started in Dayton, Ohio, and this is actually the very bike freezer combo that the owner started like literally peddling or selling his wares, and they've come a long way now being here at the Natural Products Expo and being distributed through different schools in the Dayton, Ohio area. Like I think they have around like 100 different places that you could buy the Fronanas right now. So what I want to do next actually is show you guys some of the different flavors they have, and then we're going to go ahead and try some on the camera. All right, check this out, man. I'm at a cooler with all their sample sizes here. Totally amazing. They got like 5 different flavors. I can't remember them all. They're based around basically frozen fruits in a cup, right? So they're based on bananas. They have like a banana. They have a coffee one. They have like a chocolate one. They have a with cacao, They have like a cookie dough one. They have actually one without bananas. So like people that are allergic to bananas, you can get like I think it's a pineapple, something else, mango maybe. And basically what it looks like is, let's go in here and pull one out here. This happens to be a wild berry whirl right here. And what it is on the inside, check that out, man, just 100% frozen fruit. They do add some citric acid in there as, to preserve it, so the bananas don't discolor too much. But what I'm going to be trying today for you guys is this guy right here. This is the cookie dough, right? This is raw vegan. That's totally amazing. Normally like ice creams I'm not really eating, but once again, this is made from total fruit there. We're gonna let it thaw out just a little bit, and we're gonna go ahead and try it for you guys. This is the cookie dough. So the cookie dough is not made with any kind of cookie dough. It's actually just like rolled oats rolled into there, or mixed in. So I mean, it's been like many years since I've had like Ben & Jerry's chocolate chip cookie dough. It definitely doesn't taste like Ben & Jerry's chocolate chip cookie dough, but actually for a raw vegan ice cream treat, it's actually quite good. I like it a lot. Now they do have 2 sizes. They have the small size, and this is normally sold in food service and actually for kids in schools. And actually this retails for $3.99. And then they have actually the large quart size that will be in retail near you, hopefully really soon, $9.99. So I'm glad that they're able to, make use of bananas that would otherwise go unsold and actually go probably to the landfill. And they're making delicious desserts out of it and providing you guys options, I mean, I have frozen bananas pretty much all the time in my freezer at home, and I have juicers and different appliances that'll make a frozen banana, sorbet. But I'm glad now that people have easy to go options, because I know some of you guys just don't want to deal with making banana ice cream, buying the bananas, peeling them, freezing them, and then putting them through your juicer. You guys would rather spend $3.99 on a little cup or $9.99 for a large one. That being said, I'm pretty cheap, and I'm just going to go ahead and make my own. That being said, some of these recipes are actually quite good. I'm gonna have to try that raw rolled oat trick into the banana ice cream with some cacao. It's quite good. If you want to learn more about the Fronana's vegan, non-dairy, allergy-free ice cream with no gluten, no dairy, you can visit them at Fronana's for Life. I'll put all the links down below in the description. So generally when I come on one of these expos, actually I always film on the last day, because literally it takes me the first couple days to walk through the whole event. And I think the other day I probably put like 18,000 steps on my step counter on my iPhone. which is, I do a lot of walking here. That's good, I get a lot of exercise and encourage you guys to do some exercise every day. But unfortunately, like, this is a rare occurrence that actually the company I want to film is actually already packed up and gone for the day. I mean, the day isn't even over. There's still a couple more hours left of the trade show here. And I want to cover this booth, but because they're not here, I really can't cover them. But I did want to tell you guys about them for a minute. So the booth that I was going to show you guys is actually known as Basil Seeds Works, right? And what they did was they're selling basically a basil-based drink, right? And all it was, I don't know, some juice or something, or electrolytes in there with vitamins, fibers, and minerals and antioxidants. But what they did was actually they put whole basil seeds in there. And basically, I mean, you guys have had drinks with chia seeds, right? You put the chia seeds in there, they kind of gel up and get a bit fluffy, and now you could eat some chia with your drink, right? They did that with basil seeds, and that was totally amazing to me because I haven't seen this before. Basil's not a new food, you know, but somebody's using the seed that is not normally thought of as something we eat. We always eat the basil leaves, which are great. Hey, leaves are probably better than seeds on some respects, but seeds are better than leaves on other respects, right? So I want you guys to get some basil seeds in your diet. They're high antioxidant according to some of the research here. Basil seeds, gram to gram, are 2 times the vitamin K in kale, over 30 times the iron in spinach, over 50 times the calcium in an orange, over 7 times the potassium in a banana, more protein, fiber, and vitamin E than chia, right? And so that's amazing, right? Who would ever thought, like, to eat basil seeds? I'm so sad they're not here. But besides having the drinks, they also came out with bulk packs of basil seeds, organic, that you guys can put into your drinks, mix into your different recipes, whether that's, you know, a pesto, a salad dressing, a soup, or whatever. And you can learn more about them at zenbasil.com. And it says here, facts about basil seeds. Basil seed, the forgotten superfood treasured for thousands of years for its powerful health-promoting properties, its natural source of fiber, vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants. So yeah, eat some basil seeds. Check them out at the link down below to learn more. I want you guys to get those into your diet, and that's why I come to this event, right? To find out new things that can help you guys improve your life. So now I'm at the booth of Repurposed Pod here, and this is an amazing company, right? I really like companies that are actually using something that would normally be wasted, right? Just like you guys saw, the overripe bananas that stores can't sell are now turned into a banana ice cream, which is plant-based. Amazing. This company, although banana ice cream is cool, this company is actually even cooler. It's actually called Repurposed Pod, and it says, from the fruit that brings you chocolate. Right, the cacao. Everybody knows the cacao, and they eat chocolate, you know, beans and all this stuff. In nature, naturally, we wouldn't necessarily eat the chocolate beans, you know. If you eat too many of them, they're toxic. And especially, I mean, dog lovers know this because chocolate is toxic to dogs in certain amounts, right? But that being said, in nature, we would naturally eat the fruit pulp, right? But unfortunately, fruit pulp is pretty much not available for cacao because what happens is the cacao is grown for the little seed, for the chocolate, and then it is actually fermented, you know, to make the chocolate. And the fruit pulp is required for some of the fermentation process. But what people don't realize is that, you know, you don't need all the fruit pulp to make the fermentation process happen. Maybe you just need like 10% fruit pulp to all the beans to get that fermentation kicked off of the cacao. So then what you have is, you know, you have like a whole fruit here that then they break open and they just want the seeds from. And there's all this fruit pulp around that is normally just discarded and wasted and recompost, right? Which is sad. Meanwhile, people have never tasted what the cacao fruit tastes like, right? I go to the tropics, I go to Hawaii, I was just in Puerto Rico. I eat cacao fruit pulp whenever I can. I don't eat the beans. But the fruit pulp is delicious. It has an amazing flavor. And so normally when cacao is grown, all the fruit pulp is just discarded. So this company, Repurposed Pod, they're at repurposedpod.com, basically takes the fruit that would normally be discarded, right? And now they're paying the farmers a good wage to use that fruit pulp to make a product so now people can enjoy the cacao fruit, you know, for the first time literally in history, unless you live in a tropical area. So what they have here is, in this case here, they basically have cacao fruit pulp juice. And what this is basically processed on the farm. They literally squeeze out all the juice from the cacao fruit. And let me tell you guys, like the cacao fruit, it's like there's a lot of fruit around each seed, but you gotta like literally dig it off with your teeth. It's not super fun. So you can taste the flavor, but you gotta eat so much of it to get full. It's kind of insane. But this way, they basically taken all the pulp, they squeezed it out, pressed out the rich juice, so you're gonna get all the nutrients from the pulp in an easy to drink HPP processed juice here. Now let's go ahead and show you guys that cacao juice. So this is literally just fruit juice, but it's from cacao, which I know you guys have never tasted. And the company's literally only a couple months old. You may have problems finding this. I think in the Northeast region, it's currently available in certain stores, but hopefully they're here to find distributors so that this will get picked up all over. And it's about, I think, $2.99 is the retail price for this small size, 8.75 fluid ounces. So we're gonna go ahead and try this 100% cacao juice. Wow, I mean, you guys gotta try this. It's like, if you've had cacao fruit pulp, that's what this tastes like. But if you haven't, I mean, I've tasted so many different juices in my years, but this has like a really unique flavor. I mean, it's not like over the top sweet like pineapple. You got a little bit of sweetness, but then you got like some back end, like, I don't know, like tartness, but sweet, but like flavor depth. Like, I love vanilla, right? It's one of my favorite things to do. And but this is like chocolate, but it doesn't taste like the chocolate bean, right? It doesn't taste like chocolate drink. It's not like drinking a chocolate milk. It's totally unique and different. I can't really describe it. I mean, I'm just gonna say you guys need to try this stuff. Totally amazing. Now they do juice the pulp on the farm, then they flash pasteurize it, then they send it up into the States for bottling, where it is then HPP processed, and this should stay refrigerated, you know, once you buy it. Don't leave it out of the fridge. And they said it's gonna be available on some form on Amazon pretty soon. And you can learn more about them at Repurposed Pod. Definitely a mission and something amazing. I hope every chocolate grower around the world starts making some cacao fruit juice with their fruit pulp. It's simply amazing. So the next booth I want to share with you guys is actually not having to do with food at all, but hopefully it's something you're doing every day, like you're eating every day, or at least you're doing once a week. You're washing your clothes, right? You got to wash your clothes, otherwise your clothes get kind of stanky and stuff, not too good. And so I'm always looking for some kind of solution so that I don't got to keep buying detergent. I mean, they got soap nuts, and you can buy soap nuts and they work a couple times, right? But this solution may be better. I haven't tested it yet, but it sounds really good. And what it's called is actually called the Tera Wash, and this is the laundry revolution from Japan. And simply what it is, it's just a little packet like this. It has some magnesium in there. And this packet could be used up to 365 times to wash your clothes, and it gets your clothes clean and microbial free, because I know that's important for many people, right? And it works on a process of basically two methods, by basically making your water super alkaline and also releasing some hydrogen, you know, that has some cleaning effects when washing. So what I want to do next is actually talk to you guys more about how this works and give you guys a little sample. So I'm highly skeptical of products like this, right? But because it comes from Japan, I trust it a lot more, and they've sold over 500,000 pieces in Japan. So this must be a good product. In addition, they have some testing here that shows they have a, you know, odor component removal rate, and they show that it's this thing works to help, you know, remove the odors even better than maybe a detergent in your washing machine. This also has a test on antibacterial effects, something that's important to me, right? I don't want anything funky stuff on my clothes, you know, mold, bacteria that could cause, you know, smells and all this kind of stuff. And it actually works really well, you know, to do that. And then finally, it has antibacterial test reports against Staphylococcus aureus, and so that it looks really good to me. And then the other cool thing is about a test on cleaning properties. So this alone will work, you know, better than water, and it works pretty much equivalent to just using liquid detergent. So they work about the same whether you use this or detergent. The cool thing is if you use this plus the detergent, it makes the detergent work even better. So I mean, that probably be the best of both worlds, is maybe you could cut down on your detergent use and then also use this guy, right? So yeah, I'm quite excited about this because, you know, most of the laundry products you got to keep actually re-adding or keep buying over time. This guy, you know, is like a one-time investment. Anyways, let's go ahead and show you guys actually in one of the methods how this works. So now I want to show you guys actually how the Tera Wash packet will work in your laundry machine, right? Basically inside here, if you shake it, you can hear like all these little balls, and basically these balls look like this, and they're little magnesium balls. These are all natural, you know, no chemicals or anything in there, and so this is what they kind of look like. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a simple pH test here, right? So this is some pH medium, and we're just going to put 2 drops and 2 drops in each little vial. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and take the water, and this is just tap water, just to show you guys, right? The regular tap water. Put it in there and kind of shake it up in there. Make sure it's fully dissolved. And you guys could see the pH on there. So what is a pH? I don't know, it's maybe around 8 or something like that. So that's cool. And then we're going to take that same water and we're going to go ahead and put it in the bottle with the little balls, the magnesium balls. And this is like basically simulating what's going to happen inside your washing machine, because the water and the balls will mix in your washing machine with all the clothes. And in the washing machine is going to go and shake up, probably not exactly like that, but you know, your washing machine agitates things and the water will come in contact with the balls, and when that happens, there's a, you know, chemical reaction going on. You guys can't see that unless you're Superman, you got X-ray vision or something like that, but once you shake it up, then you're going to go ahead and open this up, and then we're going to go ahead and put that same water, you know, in this little container here, dribble it in. And we're going to go ahead and shake this up, right? And look at that. If we shake it up, we're trying to dissipate it and shake it up more. But now look at that water. Look how much of a difference it is. Man, that's like super alkaline, right? That's like maybe 11, 11.5. Totally crazy. Let me go ahead and show you guys the difference, right? There's the difference, right? This is the lower, like neutral, more neutral pH. This is a more alkaline pH, right? And this alone, changing the pH of the water, will, you know, cause some of the effects. It'll help pull and help clean your clothes, get it antibacterial, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, totally amazing. And they do another test where they actually use a lighter, and actually as they're doing it, you know, in a vinegar water, right? I tested that it actually removes the smells of vinegar, you know, because it creates the hydrogen. So that was pretty amazing. And finally, I want to show you one last benefit of using the Tera Wash. So one of the challenges I've had actually with my own washing machine at home is that, you know, your washing machine will get kind of funky, right? It never seems to get disinfected, and this is especially true if you guys have one of those front-loading washing machines, right? Always around the edges, around the front, you know, that little like rubber piece, it gets kind of funky actually. I think it was my girlfriend's parents' house I went to, and I basically took a towel and went in there, and it was like all full of mold. That was totally gross and nasty, and before I washed my clothes, and I had to like clean that out a lot, right? This can be prevented by, like, you know, simply just like letting it dry out before closing the door. Don't leave your washing machine door shut. Leave it open so it can actually air out. And so if I could get my girlfriend to do this more often, it'd be totally great. But you know, so there's going to be buildup, and even in some of the washing machine lines that drains out, you know, into the, you know, into the sewer or whatever, you know, it'll get kind of funky, like all the dirt and mold and bacteria are all sitting in there growing. And when was the last time you guys cleaned that? I mean, I hope you guys clean the pipes that like expel all the lint and the hot air out, because actually that could be a fire hazard. This by no means is a hazard, but it's just kind of a pain to know that things in your house are like dirty. But check this out, after 100 washes using the Tera Wash MG, right, the water, due to its you know, high alkaline and hydrogen that's being created, cleans out the lines. So yeah, this guy, totally amazing. So it's like, you know, cleaning your washing machine every time you wash your clothes, so you're not going to have all that funky mildew mold stuff. Of course, I also do recommend you guys leave your door open. So yeah, you know, I got one of these for a sample. I'm going to try it, and hopefully if you guys want me to, post below. I'll make an update video. Give me a thumbs up. Let me know you guys want me to do an update video and actually how this actually worked for me. I'm really excited about it, just learning here and learning that it's from Japan, and they got all these studies that show that it's efficacy and that it actually works, right? Now, if you guys want to get one, you guys could get one at the naturalproductsshop.com, and I'm hooking you guys up with a discount, right? 10% off. You want to use the coupon code DEAL, DEAL, forever. So one of the things you guys may not understand is that, you know, I literally walked this whole trade show to find literally a handful of booths to share with you guys, and this one is no exception. I'm here at the booth of BerryLove. That's BerryLuv.com, but it's Berry spelled out love as their company name. And why I'm here today is because they have some really cool, what I thought were almonds. Look at these guys. I was like, oh, these are like cool almonds from, like, you know, somewhere not in the US, like from somewhere else. And check these guys out. I mean, they look like little baby tiny almonds. And then when I ate one, I was like, wow. I thought these were almonds because they have that like almond essence. Have you ever used like almond extract and you know that smell, that flavor? That's what these guys taste like. They're totally sweet, they're totally delicious, they're totally amazing. And these are super high quality. And what these guys are, these are actually not almonds. These are actually sweet apricot kernels. Totally amazing. Now, aside from the sweet apricot kernels, which totally taste good, they also have the bitter apricot kernels, you know? And you may be familiar with the bitter apricot kernels because they contain vitamin B17, also known as Laetrile, and they have been used in cancer treatment protocols. You know, in high amounts, the Laetrile, or people call it cyanide, may be toxic, so you should only eat like 8 to 10 of these guys a day. Now, meanwhile, on the sweet apricot kernels, you can eat unlimited amounts. Now, that being said, I don't recommend eating unlimited amounts of nuts and seeds. I like to eat like a handful or two of nuts and seeds a day to get, you know, some good healthy fats in you. You know, it has been shown that eating nuts and seeds will actually extend your life. So I want you guys, especially with some of your high antioxidant fruits and vegetables, to eat some nuts and seeds because that actually will increase the absorption of some of the phytonutrients in, like, say, a salad. So my favorite way to use the nuts and seeds is actually blend it up in the blender. So I mean, a really simple dressing would be like orange juice blended with some sweet apricot kernels, right? And that'll make a nice creamy dressing to, you know, put over your salad. Now, the other thing they have here is they got these guys, and you guys know what these are. These are mulberries, but these just aren't any mulberries, right? These mulberries are super delicious. They're not like overly dried like a lot of mulberries I get. They're like super hard, and they just don't really taste too good. These guys are actually nice and soft, moist, and really like packed with flavor. They're super delicious. And you know, there's a reason for that, right? This company is not just like an importer. There's many different importers here today selling actually some similar things, right? But I'm here at this booth because this is actually a family-owned farm that then brings in the products to sell it through the family here in the USA. So this is like a vertically integrated system. So they have complete control over the whole production process, and they don't like grow like millions of different things. They have like a handful of products that they actually do very well. And it's evidenced by me tasting them, and I'm like, wow, these are super high quality. They got to be in the video so that you guys could get to learn about them. You know, they have limited distribution in stores, but they are available online on Amazon on their website. BerryLuv.com if you guys want to get some of these guys. They sell them in small pack sizes. Hopefully they'll increase the sizes in the future to you know, large bulk style packing for retail, because I know some of you guys want to buy these things in big bulk sizes, and especially after you guys try these sweet apricot kernels, you guys are going to buy a bunch. Now, these guys are raw, so they can't actually be soaked and sprouted and then eaten for best results. All right, so I think this is probably one of the last booths I'm going to bring you guys today. It's because actually everybody's already packing up and leaving, even though I got like another half hour until the show officially closes. But everybody likes to go home, you know, after 3 days of work. Anyways, this booth, what I'm at today, I mean, this is the revolution in water. If you guys drink any kind of bottled water, this is the best water you guys want to buy. But you got to be careful of where you get that water. Anyways, what this booth is, this is the HFACTOR, and they have this water isn't smart, it's genius, and it's basically hydrogen-rich water. You know, in Japan, hydrogen water is almost commonplace. They've done a lot of research studies, over 700 different studies and whatnot in the medical journals about the hydrogen-rich water. And unfortunately, most Americans don't know about it, and that's why I wanted to include it in this segment. I've been aware of the hydrogen water, and you could buy little devices, you know, to put hydrogen in water. And if you don't want to spend all the money for one of those devices, you could just buy some hydrogen-infused water in this special foil pouch. And some of the research on hydrogen water, they say infused with molecular hydrogen, a powerful antioxidant, right? That's what we need. That's why I recommend you guys eat fruits and vegetables for their antioxidant capability, but also they have many other benefits aside from the antioxidants. The antioxidants is just one of them. Most people are doing things that are causing massive oxidative damage to their, their cells in their body. Just by living, we're causing oxidative damage. If you're eating fried foods, processed foods, animal foods, that's causing massive oxidation in your body. When you're eating plant foods, that causes a lot less because you have the anti-inflammatory and the health properties, the anthocyanins and antioxidants in there, which is good for you. I mean, working out, if you're like stretching your muscles, you're working out, right? You're causing a lot of oxidative damage as well. So they have studies that says clinically proven to improve athletic performance, reduce inflammation, boost energy. It may also help with things like hangovers and allergies as well. Totally amazing. And these are in studies, guys. And so the cool thing is like, some major sports teams, and I know what they are, but I can't say them because they're not supposed to say. But anyways, there's some major football teams and major basketball teams that are ordering this stuff and repeat ordering this stuff in mass quantity. Because hey, what if you could have your players could have a competitive advantage against all the other ones until everybody starts drinking this stuff, right? Because I mean, it's documented. I mean, this stuff just tastes like water. We're just gonna go ahead and crack one open right here and drink it for you guys. I mean, that is a good, pure, filtered water, but it's enriched with hydrogen. Now, there's a big problem, guys. You normally don't want to buy hydrogen in packages because when you buy hydrogen water in packages, hydrogen off gases really fast. A matter of fact, if you have a hydrogen machine and you're making your hydrogen water, you got to drink that water within like a half hour or the hydrogen will dissipate back out of it. They've come up with a special process here at HFACTOR, and they've designed these special pouches that are Mylar, so the hydrogen cannot escape out of it. In addition, they have these special tops that are not just plastic. They have some other materials in there because hydrogen could actually leach through the plastic as well. So I have to test one of these. I'm going to take home a couple and maybe test them later to see if actually there's still hydrogen in there. And the amazing thing is that these guys have a 1-year shelf life. I saw another company that had some hydrogen water here, and they only said they have a 4-month shelf life. So if you guys are buying hydrogen water, make sure you read the born on date and the best buy date and make sure it has not expired yet to ensure you're getting a true hydrogen rich water, because I mean the benefits can dissipate. Anyways, they're telling me they've done a lot of research to get this top right so that they maintain the high level of hydrogen in the water. So if you're buying hydrogen and it comes in a plastic bottle, that stuff probably doesn't have the hydrogen in there. Don't trust it. It's got to be at least in a foil Mylar like this, and preferably with a special top like this one, or maybe no top and just sealed, and make sure there's no extra oxygen or air space in the pouch, that it's just totally got all the air sealed out. That's one of the ways you're going to assure you're actually getting a real hydrogen water. And so far so good. I trust the HFACTOR, and once again, like I said, I'm going to be testing this out and checking out further. But yeah, there's so many benefits to drinking the hydrogen rich water. I'm going to have upcoming episodes on this, and if you guys want that, hey, leave a comment down below, let me know, and also give me a thumbs up. This is new technology that unfortunately, many people do not yet know about. So if you want to learn more about the HFACTOR water, you can check them out at hfactorwater.com. So we're here at the end of the expo. All the exhibitors now are packing up, including one of my favorite brands, Omega, and I use their juicer, almost every day when I'm at home. And once again, like one of my themes of this episode were like, whatever you're doing, try to do it yourself. Make your own juice instead of buying bottled juices. There's so many new juice companies packaging bottled juices and their HPP in it, which is high pressure processing it. They put it in a bottle and then they sell it to you and they mark it up like 3 times the money. Food doesn't have to be that expensive, especially if you grow it yourself. If you buy the bulk, produce and then juice it yourself, so much cheaper if you make your own kombucha instead of, buying $4 bottles of kombucha, or whether you're making your own sauerkraut and saving yourself the expense of buying, $7, $8, 16 ounce of basically fermented vegetables that would have cost you literally, pennies to make. And yeah, so I love the event every year. I think, this year I had a camera malfunction, so I didn't get the dry dragon fruit segment or clip in for you guys, so I apologize for that. But yeah, another company had a dried purple dragon fruit, probably one of my favorite fruits to eat, and look for that if you guys can find it. So yeah, anyways, if you guys enjoyed this episode and want me to do more of these guys, please be sure to give me a thumbs up to let me know. You know, I have fun coming to these trade shows, seeking out and finding all the cool latest products so that you guys could eat healthier and live healthier. Also, be sure to click that subscribe button right down below so you don't miss out on any of my new and upcoming episodes I have coming out about every 5 to 7 days on this YouTube channel. You never know where I'll show up or what you'll be learning on my YouTube channel. Also, finally, be sure to check my past episodes. My past episodes are a wealth of knowledge, and I've been coming to these Natural Products Expos for more years than most people here that have been doing YouTube blogs and educating. So I'll put links down below this video to all the previous expos I've been to so you guys could watch those episodes as well and learn about some of the new products that I saw and have learned about in those episodes and in those years. So with that, my name is John Kohler with OKRaw.com. We'll see you next time, and until then, remember, keep eating your fresh fruits and vegetables. They're always the best.